to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, find your way, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Leave a donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Now listen, man, the Nowarians. There are a lot of them in boxing, but these three in particular, I feel are in no man's land with nowhere to go, and that makes them Nowarians. Now you may say, well, hold on, Hood Champion, where are you going with this? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at old Shakur Stevenson first, right? He just signed to Eddie Hearn's Metro. But in his present situation, from the surface, it looks like a good thing going on with him, right? But really, what Shakur Stevenson has done is he was, I would say, is the equivalent to living the life on a yacht. An all-inclusive type yacht. Any and everything he wants. And he decided to jump off that yacht. And there's a guy who has his boat, bass fishing boat on the ocean, that's sitting here telling him, hey man, jump off that yacht and come on over here with me in my bass fishing boat. And then I'll take you over here, and I got something bigger and better than that all-inclusive yacht you got there. You got food, you have drinks, you got women, you got a little bit of money, but you jump on in my bass fishing boat, and I'll take you to something bigger and better. And what Shakur has done is he's jumped onto a bass fishing boat with Eddie Hearn, and he has now sailed away from the yacht, the top-ranked yacht, and now he is hoping that what he's been promised by the guy in the bass fishing boat is going to be bigger and better than what he had on the all-inclusive yacht. But this is the thing. If Shakur Stevenson loses to Joe Cordina, I have a feeling that guy in that bass fishing boat that's supposed to be taking Shakur to something bigger and better than that all-inclusive top-ranked vessel that he was on, I think Shakir's gonna find himself back on that goddamn bass boat, and that guy gonna be sailing his ass back over there to that top-ranked all-inclusive vessel, but that shit's gonna be gone, and he's gonna be out there in the middle of the ocean, and old Eddie Hearn gonna say, "Hey, buddy, sorry, I can't help you. You gotta jump your ass off the boat with a life vest. I'll give you a life vest, but you gotta go." And he gonna kick his ass off that bass fishing boat. And Eddie gonna sail his ass back over to go and live his best life. And Shakir's just gonna be out there as a Nowarian in the middle of an ocean with a life vest, trying to figure out how to get himself out of the situation. But that's the risk you take when you're betting on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at it, I don't know I know these guys have teams. But are they really looking at this responsibly? Now, I understand, look, a scared man can't win. Chances make champions. But when I look at Eddie Hearn signing Shakur Stevenson to a 2-fight deal, I don't know if that's Eddie Hearn saying, look, let's kind of see how these 2 fights go. He's not that powerful of a fighter, master boxer, but let's see how it goes. Or if that was Shakur Stevenson saying, nah, Eddie Hearn wanted to sign me to a 5-6 fight deal, and I'm like, nah, I need my freedom. 2 fights, I'm good. And then I'm gone. I don't know what the truth is behind that. But I do know that Shakur Stevenson has gone independent. And as a result, it's all on him. So when you go independent, you become a Nowarian. Because you have nowhere to go, no one really to depend on. It's 100% on you. But that's what he wanted. So we got to wait and see how things play out for him. Now, talking about someone going independent, I think Shakur is just following in Terence Crawford's footsteps. Terence Crawford is the ultimate Nowarian. He's been a Nowherean for years. He just happened to be on Top Rank, but for the most part, it seemed like he's been just kind of, operating independently because Top Rank didn't really want to, get behind him the way he deserved to be. So Crawford's the ultimate Nowherean. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it wasn't for that Saudi connection, and that could have a lot to do with why Crawford left Top Rank. Because Bob said, shit, they're on to me. They know I was paying Kinahan these consultation fees for Tyson Fury. And now, Crawford, I'm sorry, I can't keep working to get you big money fights because I got to distance myself from Kinahan. But Crawford still had a relationship with the Saudis. So Crawford's like, shit, well, I'm going to bounce anyway. We're having problems. You ain't paying me the money you promised. I got to sue you. So I'm going to bounce because I got this thing in my hip pocket, man. I'm going to play this card when I need to. And as a result, Crawford's just kind of been out on his own. But if it wasn't for this connection with Saudi Arabia, where would Crawford be at? He and Earl Spence, that fight would have never happened. Crawford would have still been out here nowhere in no man's land with nowhere to go if Earl Spence didn't step up and really look out for Crawford, because that's ultimately how it played out. Earl Spence was good. He had to fight Crawford. He was taken care of. Crawford wasn't. But somehow he got Earl Spence to agree and go back to ensure the fight between he and Crawford took place. Crawford clipped him. I am telling y'all, if it wasn't for Earl Spence, Crawford's career would be over. Because nobody wanted to work with him. But he clipped Earl Spence, and that did wonders for Crawford. But now if you take a look at Crawford, okay, he hooked up with Turki Al-Sheikh, got himself a win against Madrimov. But Crawford is again out here in no man's land, out here as a Nowherean, nowhere to go. So Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to help him along. Turki Al-Sheikh running into roadblocks. Because Crawford is stubborn. So there's certain fights he doesn't want. He's developed tunnel vision when it comes to the Canelo fight. If Turki Al-Sheikh decides to himself, you know what, Crawford, we can't get Canelo, and you don't want these other fights, so how about this? You sit back and think what you want to do. I'm going to go and focus on other fighters. Crawford is up shit creek with no paddle. Nobody want to work with him. It's not because he doesn't deserve it. He deserves people to want to work with him, but they don't want to work with him. Because, unfortunately, the numbers just aren't there when it comes to Terence Crawford. I'm not saying people aren't watching this fight. We all know people watch this fight, but the numbers aren't there. Pay-per-view, etc. But we know how that pay-per-view model is. There's a pay-per-view depression going on. But without the Saudis in boxing, I'm telling you, I think Terence Crawford's career will be over. In no man's land, nowhere to go, all that talent, and just nobody wants to work with him. The man's a threat. But the numbers aren't right. You take a look at David Benavidez. He's in no man's land, another Nowherean. He had nowhere to go. He's been out here trying to get Canelo for years. Got persuaded to move up to 175 because that's where the money was taking him. Turki Al-Sheikh. Nope, I want to see you at 175. Goddamn, Turki Al-Sheikh just came in and just blew this man's dreams up out the water. And David Benavidez got to follow suit. David Benavidez doesn't want to be at 175. He wanted to fight Canelo at 168. But the boxing politics is what's precluding that man from getting that opportunity. And Canelo obviously doesn't want to fight him too. But trust me, if the boxing politics were on David Benavidez' side, David Benavidez would have fought Canelo a long time ago. It's not just Canelo who doesn't want to fight Benavidez. It's all the key decision makers there who are supporting Canelo. It's just like having a little kid, the mother and father, man. Father say, no, go clean your room, clean your bathroom. The mother say, hey, it's okay. You don't have to. You just go outside. Shh, don't tell your dad. Just go, and then I'll talk to your father. Little kid going outside playing. You look up 10 minutes later. Hey, where's so-and-so? Oh, he's outside. What? How did he get up outside? I told him to clean his room, clean his bathroom. Well, I told him that he's being too hard on him. And problems. So now David Benavidez is up there in no man's land. You can see he didn't like that first fight at 175 against Gvozdyk, a guy who he supposedly beat the shit out of in sparring and who was semi-retired. Shake off the rust and dust and come out of retirement. 2 more rounds, he would have stopped Benavidez. Because Benavidez, towards the second half of the fight, just couldn't do nothing with that monster. The guy was much bigger than him. Now everybody's like, yeah, now you're seeing David Benavidez as a normal fighter that he's not weight bullying. He's at the weight he's supposed to be at. Yeah, now he can't do the damage that he was doing to small guys. He's a weight bully. He's a punk. He's a coward. And you hold your horses. David Benavidez has nowhere to go. Now look what they're about to do. He's going to take a fight this year. I don't know against who yet, but I know this in the works. And then try to have him fight the winner of Bivol Bertabiev. Let's be real. Y'all got David Benavidez beating Bivol Bertabiev? Did you see him smiling when he fought Gvozdyk? Now, did you see him smiling when he fought Demetrius Andrade? Did you see him smile when he fought Caleb Plant? Yeah, you see him smiling. You see him laughing in the ring, right? Because he's much bigger and much stronger at 168. At 175, he wasn't smiling. He was frowning. Matter of fact, I think he shit himself in this at round 4 or 5. Because he was like, this ain't going the way I thought it would. So if he loses at 175, David Benavidez goes back to being a nowhere and nowhere to go, because at 168, he got to strip whatever muscle he put on to be at 175. 168, he's back in a holding pattern, having to fight people who he doesn't want to fight, because Canelo ain't going to fight him. David Morrell is up at 175. He is in no man's land, nowhere to go, and needs help. Shakur Stevenson is 1 loss away from being a nowherean. He already, once you go independent, I think you're already there. But he got someone to help him out, Eddie Hearn. Crawford is already nowherean, but he had someone to help him out, Turkey Al-Sheikh. Earl Spence and then Turkey Al-Sheikh. David Benavidez is a nowherean. Ain't nobody really helping him out, but he's got some opportunities, but not the ones he wants. But they're pushing him towards a defeat. That's exactly what they're doing with David Benavidez. They're pushing him towards a defeat. Shakur Stevenson being pushed towards a defeat. Crawford against Marjamov was a competitive fight, but now this shit about Janabek Alimkhanuly. Pick up 2 belts and become a 5th weight division. They're pushing Crawford towards a defeat. Do y'all see what's going on? They're turning them into nowhereans. Nowhere to go after these spectacular superstar fighters take losses. That's what they're trying to do to them. Anyway, it is boxing, it's entertaining, and I'm just having a conversation. I don't need no one coming out here talking about, screw you, Hood Champion, you're not speaking facts, you're giving your opinion, you're just out here, you go again with your bullshit and conspiracy theories. Hey, yo, McNicholas, easy. Fly out of here, Seagull. Just having a conversation. But that's how I see it. I know they want their money. They should get all the money they can. But understand the risk in chasing that reward. Because once they lose, Crawford, maybe, but Shakur and Benavidez, I'd even say Crawford, they ain't Deontay Wilder. People wanted to see Deontay Wilder because they know that man coming mega boom, knock people out. Lost twice. Now there's still an interest in seeing Deontay Wilder come back, but there's more concern about the damage he's been taking. But there's still an interest, maybe, just maybe, because they know Deontay Wilder, man, goddamn, if he detonates that right hand on someone, they will die. But nobody looking at David Benavidez if he loses like, maybe if he comes, nobody gonna care. Shakur Stevenson go and lose. If he comes back, we'll get the excitement. What excitement? If you listen to the boxing fans, they say he's boring and shit. Crawford, if he comes back, we'll get the excitement. Nobody's saying that. People say he's boring, don't they? Nobody appreciates him for being an outstanding boxer puncher. Nobody appreciates Shakur Stevenson for being an outstanding boxer. No one appreciates David Benavidez for being a boxer. I'd say a brawler. A boxer brawler is what he is, because he can box and brawl. Nobody appreciates them guys, man. So if them guys take losses, I just think they're going to be out there in no man's land. You may see all three of them on the island like Tom Hanks and that little funny-ass volleyball Wilson. Wilson. Except they'll all have a boxing glove and shit with some googly eyes on it. Reyes, oh, Reyes. Everlast, come here, Everlast. Be talking to gloves like Tom Hanks talking to that goddamn volleyball. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. These guys, man, they better hit the bullseye, because if they lose, I think they up shit creek. Anyway, subscribe, like, follow me on Twitter. Donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. I'm in the breeze.